Hey guys, it's Josh from Cine-Style Films. I just wanted to do this video. I wanted to give you guys a brief rundown of the main differences between shooting on still photography lenses versus Cine-Style lenses. So I've got two zoom lenses here. I've got the 24-70 from Canon. It's the L series 24-70, very, very popular lens for video production. And then I've got the Canon 30-105 Cine-Zoom. So they're similar ranges, they're similar speeds. This one's a little smaller, more compact. And also costs about 1/10 as much as this one. What's the difference here? What are you getting for all that extra money? Let's start at the back here. First off, we've got our iris. And now as you can see, there's a smooth move between all the different iris settings. It's also geared on the outside. So what that allows you to do is really dial in exactly where you want your iris. Half stops, quarter stops, basically wherever you want it to be. And because it's geared, it allows you to put a motor on it. So when you're on a jib or on a Steadicam or something, you don't have access to easy access to it with your hand, you can put a motor on it and it makes your life a lot easier. Moving over here to this lens, you'll see that there is no iris ring because these are internal electronic apertures. Most Canon mounts, most EF mounts that are built specifically to be used with these lenses have electronics that control those. But what that means is that you have to control it via a button or a menu within the camera. So it makes it harder to change things on the fly. Also, if you're using like a Micro Four Thirds mount or an E mount, which is what the Sony cameras have, now you need an adapter that talks to the lens and allows you to control the iris that way. There can be some compatibility issues. You're adding something else that needs to be powered. So it's not necessarily an ideal situation. It's not the end of the world, it's just not always ideal. Moving forward on here, we've got our zoom here. And as you can see, there's a nice long pull. It's nice and smooth, and it's geared as well. And when you put a motor on this, this allows you to put maybe a controller on your handheld rig and allows you to zoom without touching the barrel. That'll give you nice smooth zooms. And also again, you can put it on a jib or a Steadicam and have zoom control wirelessly using this bracket and these gears. Over here, like I said, we have a similar zoom range, but because it's just not sort of designed as nicely inside, it's just not as sort of like tight and smooth inside, you tend to get kind of a jerky zoom when you're moving it in and out. And it's not a very long pull, it's only a couple inches. So it's harder to get really fine control over where your zoom is. And then over here probably is the most important part, we have our focus. So as you can see, I can go nearly the entire distance of this barrel in terms of focus, which gives me really nice fine control over exactly where I want my focus to be. And then over here on this still lens, as you can see, the turn, it's hard to see, but the turn is only really maybe 1/4 of a barrel. And then once I run out, I keep going. This lens over here has hard stops. So the minute you run out, it stops. It's really important when you're using a follow focus, because if you start using marks on a follow focus, which is really convenient for getting back to where you want to go or hitting your focus, if the minute you pass the hard stop on here, you lose those marks completely. And you don't have that problem with these. Almost all Cine-Style zooms, in fact all Cine-Style zooms are parfocal, meaning that if I were to set my focus, zoom all the way in and set my zoom to 105, and I set my focus to 5 feet out, I can zoom all the way into 30 and my focus will still be 5 feet out. I can zoom back to where I was before and the plane of my focus will still be 5 feet out. With these, generally they're pretty close, but there's not really any guarantee of that, and there's not really any way to fix it if they get off. So I could be zoomed all the way out on a 24, set my focus to 10 feet out. If I zoom in maybe to 70, maybe it drifts a few feet either way. And obviously, because mostly you're pulling off of a monitor or something, you can quickly adjust it. But when you're operating, it's really nice to have that comfort of knowing that you can get your focus, you can zoom in, get your focus, back out, and you know that as you're zooming around, your focus is going to stay where you want it. It makes your life a lot easier. Obviously, people have made them work. It's something that practical considerations are going to require you to choose one or the other, and that's something we can help you with. We always love to talk gear. So if you want to call us, email us, hit us up on Twitter, comment on this video, well, I'm more than happy to figure out with you what you're trying to shoot and what the best choice is going to be. Thanks very much for watching. Have a nice day.